Okay, welcome back. So now we are going to read Act 3, Scene 2. And this time we're going to try a little something different. Instead of me reading all of the parts, I'm going to begin and I'm going to read Juliet's part, and you, here at home, are going to read the nurse's part. This entire scene is just the nurse and Juliet interacting with each other. It's about 3 pages, and we are going to read the entire thing. So I'm going to read Juliet, which is the largest part, and then when I pause, that will be the nurse's lines, and that's what you are to read. This will give you more of a sense of reading the parts back and forth as opposed to me just reading all of the parts to you. This is a play, so it is meant to be seen, but it's better heard than nothing. Okay. So let's begin. Make sure to also keep paying attention to the footnotes. I know that as you're reading aloud, it may be a bit more difficult, but as you read and reread, just pay attention to the footnotes and the notes over to the side so that you can understand to the best of your ability. Okay, Juliet. Gallop apace, you fiery-footed steeds, towards Phoebus' lodging, such a Wagner, as Phaeton would whip you to the west, and bring in closely night immediately. Spread thy close curtain, love-performing night, that runaway eyes may wink, and Romeo, leap to these arms, untalked of and unseen. Lovers can see to do their amorous rites, by their own beauties, or, if love be blind, it best agrees with night. Come, civil knight, thou sober-suited matron, all in black, and learn me how to lose a winning match. Played for a pair of stainless maidenhoods, hood my unmanned blood bating in my cheeks. With thy black mantle, till strange love grown bold, think true love acted simple, modesty. Come night, come Romeo, come thou day and night, for thou wilt lie upon the wings of night, whiter than new snow on raven's back. Come, gentle night, come, loving, black-browed night, give me my Romeo, and when I shall die, take him and cut him out in little stars, and we will make the face of heaven so fine that all the world will be in love with night, and pay no worship to the garish sun. Oh, I have bought the mansion of love, but not possessed it, and though I am sold, not yet enjoyed. So tedious is this day, as is the night before some festival to an impatient child that hath new robes, and may not wear them. Oh, here comes my nurse, and she brings news, and every tongue that speaks but Romeo's name speaks heavenly eloquence. Now, nurse, what news? What hast thou there, the cords that Romeo bid thee fetch? Ay me? What news? What dost thou wring in thy hands? Can heaven be so envious? What devil art thou that dost torment me thus? This torture should be roared in dismal hell. Hath Romeo slain himself? Say thou but I, and that bare foul eye shall poison more than the death-darting eye of Coccurus. I am not I there be such an eye, or those eyes shut that makes thee answer I. If he be slain, say I, or if not, no. Brief sounds determine of my weal or woe. Oh, break my heart, poor bankrupt, break at once, to prison eyes, never look on liberty. Vile earth, to earth resign, end motion here, and thou and Romeo press one heavy bear. What storm is this that blows so contrary? Is Romeo slaughtered, and is Tybalt dead, my dearest cousin and my dear lord? Then dreadful trumpets sound the general doom, for who is living if those two are gone? O God, did Romeo's hand shed Tybalt's blood? O serpent heart hid with a flowering race, did ever dragon keep so fair a cave? Beautiful tyrant, fiend angelical, dove-feathered friend, wolvish ravening lamb, despised substance of divinest show, just Oppose to what thou justly seem'st, a damned saint, an honourable villain. O nature, what hast thou to do in hell, when thou didst devour the flesh of a fiend? In mortal paradise of such sweet flesh, was ever book containing such vile matter so fairly bound? Oh, that deceit should dwell in such a glamorous place! Blistered be thy tongue for such a wish! He was not born to shame. Upon his brow shame is ashamed to sit, for 'tis a throne where honour may be crowned sole monarch of the universal earth. Oh, what a beast was I to chide at him! Shall I speak ill of him that is my husband? Ah, poor my lord, what tongue shall smooth thy name, when I, thy 3 hours' wife, have mangled it? But wherefore, villain, didst thou kill my cousin? That villain cousin would have killed my husband. Back, foolish tears, back to your native spring. Your tributary drops belong to woe, which you, mistaking, offer up to joy. My husband lives, that Tybalt would have slain, and Tybalt's dead, that would have slain my husband. All this is comfort. Wherefore weep I then? Some word there was, worser than Tybalt's death, that murdered me. I would forget it fain. But oh, it presses to my memory, like damned guilt deeds to sinners' minds. Tybalt is dead, and Romeo is banished. That one word banished, hath slain 10,000 Tybalts. Tybalt's death was woe enough, if it had ended there, or if sour woe delights in fellowship, and needly will be ranked with other griefs. Why followed not, when she said, Tybalt's dead, thy father or thy mother, nay, or both, which modern lamentation might have moved, but with a rearward following Tybalt's death, Romeo is banished, to speak that word, is father, mother, Tybalt, Romeo, Juliet, all slain, all dead. Romeo is banished, there is no end, no limit, measure, bound, in that world's death. No words can be woe sound. Where is my father and my mother, nurse? Wash they his wounds with tears. Mine shall be spent when theirs are dry for Romeo's banishment. Take up those cords. Poor ropes, you are beguiled, both you and I, for Romeo is exiled. He made you for a highway to my bed, but I, a maid, die maiden widowed. Come, cords, come, nurse, I'll to my wedding bed, and death, not Romeo, take my maidenhead. Oh, find him, give this ring to my true knight, and bid him come to take his last farewell. That's the end of Act 3, Scene 2. So now, if you'll read just below this video, I have a little bit of a discussion about some of the language in this act and scene.